A big question that we are asked all of the time is, when do I know that it's time to get help? Any guidance, any suggestions there?
Yeah, that's a hard question because it's not cookie cutter. It depends on the person. It depends on the family. It depends on your boundaries. And it is okay to set boundaries. We will talk about that in a future video for sure. But we have to kind of look at the whole situation. Is my loved one safe at home with what we're doing right now? If the answer is yes, and you can leave the house and you can go carry on with your day and what's important to you and your livelihood, if you have a job, if you work, we see so many people who have to come to the question of, do I need to quit my job to take care of my loved one? And the problem with that is now they're going to have financial issues and so many other things. And maybe if they got help, they could still have their job and have help at the same time. So help looks different to different families.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, when you say help, what are the services that are out there? What are you talking about when you say,
Just
getting help? Yeah.
I mean, the simplest help could just be, hey, there's a respite grant over here at the Alzheimer's, New Jersey. We're going to just get that kind of help. That is one form of help. But if you're talking about now it's becoming a concern that I can't do this myself. Now what do we do? Home care is an option. Home care can be, a few hours a day, a few times a week, to 24-hour care or somebody who lives in your house to help. There is companions sometimes who can come and sit with your loved one if you have to run to the store, if she doesn't need a lot of physical care.
People need to be spelled, right?
Yeah.
If you are a caregiver and you are devoting your life really to making sure that your loved one who's living with dementia is safe and well taken care of, self-care is real. And you need to have that moment to be able to just step away, have lunch with a friend, go to the gym, right? Take that cycling class, take that yoga class. Do something for yourself. Yeah. It's so important.
We get so wrapped up in our caregiving that we forget about ourselves. One of the things to remember is you don't have to pay for some kind of help just to get some self-care. And I think people are always afraid, like, oh my gosh, it's going to cost so much. I don't want to spend any more money than we're spending, or we're waiting for a memory care and we only have enough money for memory care. Sometimes with somebody who's living with dementia, it's not a caregiver they need right away. Maybe it's a neighbor. Maybe it's talking to your siblings and saying, hey, I need some help here.
And I find so often, our loved one is living with one family member and there are other family members who aren't as involved. And it really is reaching out to them to give them a taste of what your day looks like and to say to people, I need some help. Because it's hard for us. It's hard for so many people. And I'm going to say it's especially hard for women to ask for help. Yeah. Do not be afraid to ask for help when you need it. Yeah. And something else that I just want to add into this is, the question, how do I know when it's time to get help? And I see this with spouses, right? I've stopped being this person's wife because I am solely this person's caregiver. I have stopped being this person's husband because I am solely this person's caregiver. Yeah. That is a time to get some help. And it might be having somebody come in for a couple of hours a day or a couple of hours every other day to help with showering and bathing, things like that. That's going to allow you, if you're not necessarily taking on all of that, it's going to allow you to kind of step back and continue to be the husband or the wife to that individual. That hasn't changed. Yeah. That hasn't changed.
Yeah. And one of the things we hear from spouses is, but I have to do it. She's my wife. I have to be the one to do that for her. I promised I would never put her in memory care. I promised we would never have somebody in the house and I would take care of her. And we see so many spouses struggle with this because they know they need help, but they made this promise. So, one of the things we always kind of recommend is don't promise something you can't stick to. And maybe instead of saying, I will never put you in memory care, I promise, maybe say, I promise I will take care of you at home as long as I possibly can until it becomes too much. But after that, we may have to get some help because then it's easier on that caregiver to be okay with what they promised.
Yeah, if you have any questions in this regard about what help is available out there, we can help you care for yourself, please reach out to us at the Dementia Center. It's one of our core values is to make sure that all of the caregivers recognize the importance of the work that you're doing and that we can support you in that. So please give us a call at the Dementia Center. It's what we do.
It's what we do.